Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Discover with Dave, and today we're going to make my favorite dish, dumplings, Chinese dumplings, pork dumplings. Basically the ingredients real quick: cabbage, I'll actually use an American cabbage, green onions, garlic, ginger, for those that don't know what this is, it's ginger, fresh ginger. I got pork at two different stores, approximately a pound of each, a little over a pound. This one was more on the fattier side and this one was more on the leaner. I like to mix the two. Salt, cornstarch, here I got some dumpling wrapped sesame oil, a little oyster sauce, some Chinese cooking wine, some soy sauce, and as a sweetener I'll use agave. You can also add cilantro. Let's get to it. After we chop up the cabbage, we're going to first add the garlic and ginger. We're going to throw that in. Green onions, same thing, go by liking, but it's about one, like if you go to the store and you buy like a bunch of green onions, that's pretty much the top part of the green onions. Like I said, I grabbed two different porks because you want about 2 pounds, about a pound and a pound of pork, a little over a pound each. So we're going to do that next. Mix that. Before I mix the ground pork into the cabbage and vegetable and ginger and all that, what I like to do is spread it out a little bit, almost like tracks in it, a lot of the seasoning now. So I like to add the seasoning next, which will be salt, approximately half a teaspoon maybe, black pepper, which difficult with one hand. Get some black pepper. I don't add too much because the kids don't like it. Some cooking wine. Soy sauce, about 2 tablespoons. A little bit of oyster sauce. Agave. Alright, so now I mix the meat and the cabbage and the ginger and the garlic and green onions together. The next thing I like to add is the cornstarch. Cornstarch is used to like thicken your sauces and gravies and things, and that helps thicken the juice of the meat so that's not all runny, and it keeps the flavor, kind of binds it all together. Add cornstarch. Not too much, it should be good. And so the last thing I do is I coat it with sesame oil. Sesame oil gives it a nice flavor, and you need a little fat. Okay guys, so at this point the dumpling mix is ready to go, and we're going to do the wrapping. Now because I make so many dumplings and I end up making a lot of them, freezing them, so I don't spend a lot of time with the I mean there's several different styles of wrapping, I've tried them all, but I try to keep it basic. One of the things I want to mention is when you get the dumpling wrappers, try to get them fresh. When you get them, they may look round, but in actuality they're slightly oval. So when you go to wrap them, you want to try to have them so when you go to put the filling in, you put it for the oval. So now, and one side sometimes can have more of like a flour or corn powder or something on there that makes it the stick. It's like either a corn starch or a rice flour or something. So when you go to put it, you want to use that side, and what I do is, like I said, this is more the oval. I'll dip it one side, because then you want it to stick on the other side. I'm doing this with one hand today. So I would put the dumpling mix there. You're going to fold that. Okay, so here's a different style. You dip it in the water, scoop about a spoonful in there, and then this one's like a crimping style. You can kind of crimp, and it goes pretty quick. After wrapping the dumplings, I'll put them in the freezer for approximately an hour before taking them and putting them in bags. This way they don't stick together. So approximately an hour. You can test it depending on your freezer, but put them in, then take them out quickly, put them in bags, and then they should be good for a while. Okay guys, so after 1 hour of having them on a plate, I put them in Ziploc bags, and I've got myself 2 bags of dumplings here that we are going to cook. Okay folks, so once you get some water boiling, I will put the ladle in there so no sticking. Drop the number of dumplings you want to have. And we're going to set it to approximately 10 minutes. 9 to 10 minutes, depending on your time. And please keep stirring so they don't stick.